Mode number 10, Shephard FPS mode. Created by the titular Shephard, this mode is like a overdosed version of the regular Max Payne 2 FPS mode.
Who are those?
While the original first-person mode was a bit buggy and sometimes Max's head would pop out, this one rectifies that issue by disappearing Max Payne's head altogether. This is a really crazy mode that features new weapons like dual silenced Glocks and C4 explosives. Definitely do check this out for a really fun and over-the-top first-person shooter experience. Mode number 9. What if you mixed brutal Doom levels of violence but for Max Payne 2, anime-style superpowers and gun katas? You get victoriously enhanced mode for Max Payne 2. Created by VGames, victoriously enhanced mode is based upon an existing mode called Payne Effects for Max Payne 2. Somehow this mode is even more fun and more overpowered, which is really saying something than that mode. To list just some of the changes this mod makes, you get a giant katana, you get different types of grenades which have different effects. One thing to note, on lower end systems, this mod probably will not work on your PC because it includes heightened visual effects, especially with smoke and flames. Last but not least, there's an entire new gun kata style combat system.
Shoot! Coward! Shoot! NYPD, freeze! Easy, don't move!
Mode number 8, Chow Yun Fat Edition by OrnBine. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Chow Yun Fat Edition seeks to not completely change the way Max Payne works, but it changes the skins, the sound effects, and certain new levels have also been added which are taken from other developers to mimic the feel of those classic 80s, 90s movies of Chow Yun Fat, the titular actor who played the lead role in most of the great John Woo's films. Mode is a definite must play if you're a fan of the actor or the director, or you have nostalgia for films of that era. Mode number 7, the Punisher Warzone. This currently standalone mode is a great tribute to the Punisher series, as it contains content based on levels from the 2005 Punisher video game, skins from various versions of the Punisher from the comics, and skins inspired by the Netflix and Punisher movie. You also get a cameo appearance by the king himself, Duke Nukem.
Who is that? Someone throw it back!
The amount of content in this mode is more than most games nowadays released probably can provide. Definitely do check this mode out.
Let me go! I am nobody involved!
Mode number 6, Cops versus Cops.
Come on!
Made by the same developers, the Mercenaries company, as the previous mode mentioned. This mode seeks to make Max Payne 2 more challenging and take inspiration from games like LA Noire and Mafia. At least that's how I felt with the game's very 1930s inspired noir style. In this mode, much like the original Max Payne, shotgun blasts from close range or even from a distance, one or two shots are enough to get you down. You'll have to play it more carefully. I honestly was hesitant at first, but I actually completed this full mode a while back and it was quite fun. I would like to go through it once again.
You can't hide from me.
Mode number 5, Kung Fu Evolution mode.
Who's your daddy?
Created by Necro developers, Max Payne 2 Kung Fu Evolution mode is not just a mode that seeks to put Kung Fu in Max Payne, but it's also a tribute to Kung Fu's legends of past and present, at least at the time of this mode released. Get the choice of playing Kung Fu Evolution's built-in custom campaign, or you can play the regular Max Payne 2 campaign with more than a dozen characters to choose from. Get to choose from characters like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and characters from other games like Riddick from the Chronicles of Riddick games or movie, some characters from Devil May Cry game series. And many other secret characters that can only be unlocked through the skin selector command. Mode number 4, Cinema 2.0 mode. Created by the cinema team with the code created by TerminX and with involvement of many other people. Though a really old mode for Max Payne 2, it has stood the test of time for just being fun in just a very simple way.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I am tying number 4 with another mode that was really popular from around this time, Elements of Style. Created by Dalthe89, this mode also is inspired by The Matrix, of course, but it changes the gameplay far more significantly than Cinema 2.0 did. A while back I did hate this mode for the shaky cam effect it has, but I must agree the shaky cam does give really good weapon feedback and really makes you feel like an action hero. Mode number 3, Old School mod, created by the Old School team. This mod seeks to put Max Payne 1's various elements in the Max Payne 2 engine. However, this mod does not just port assets from Max Payne 1 into Max Payne 2. It changes Max's face to look like the Max Payne 1's Sam Lake face in the graphic novels. Max Payne 1's levels have been redesigned to fit in new Dead Man Walking levels. Even other characters have looks inspired from their look in Max Payne 1, and it all fits really well.
You mean the gun workshop upstairs?
Weapons like the jackhammer and the M79 grenade launcher also make a return, and they are just as fun to use as they were in the first game. I also welcome the change in difficulty and the slight camera shake when using certain weapons, as I felt Max Payne 2 could have used a little more of that oomph in the weapons and the damage you take. Mode number 2, Payne Effects 3. Payne Effects 3, created by the Silver, is the closest we will ever get so far to have a brutal Doom-like mode for Max Payne 2. It's a pretty good mod, and as usual you get DLC levels based on certain old modes like Max Payne Chronicles, Mona the Assassin, and can play those with this mod through the game menu. Finally, mode number 1, Payne Evolution. Payne Evolution mode by the Silver seeks to incorporate various elements from Max Payne 3 into Max Payne 2.
This should bring us a little peace and stability.
And you also get bonus content like Dead Man Walking levels, where you can play as different characters from various movies. For example, you can play as John Wick, you can play as Brian Mills, Liam Neeson from the Tekken series, and if you play older version of this mod, you can even play as Chow Yun Fat in one level. I almost forgot, it also replaces the original Max Payne 2 soundtrack with the soundtrack by the band Health, including the iconic Tears played during the game's final fight. If you would not like that music, you can simply skip the music folder and do not install that in the game. Out of all the mods in this list, this is the one to definitely play Max Payne 2 again with.
Not so tough now, are you?
Shoot!